The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, ASTA Travel Advisors, and welcome to today's webinar, Set Sail with Virgin Voyages. My name is Cara Kurtz, as many of you know. I am the Senior Coordinator here of Business Development at ASTA, and I will also be the organizer for today's presentation. We are very, very happy to welcome today's presenter, John Diorio, Associate Vice President of North American Sales for Virgin Voyages. Virgin Voyages is ASTA's newest Platinum Proud Partner edition. With John heading this partnership, you can expect to see him at various ASTA events throughout the year, including Legislative Day and the ASTA Global Convention taking place in Chicago this August. Before we get started with his amazing presentation for today, I'd like to point out a few important features on your screen that will allow you to interact with us via the web. We'll be answering your questions at the end of this presentation. To ask a question, you will be using your go-to webinar pane. Near the bottom of this pane, there is an area that says questions. You can send me any technical issues via this questions pane, and I will try to answer them via the same pane to the best of my ability. Please note all audience members are muted, and we certainly want to hear from you all, but background noise would prove to be prohibitive, and we want to ensure that everyone can hear John's entire presentation. Please remember, for today's webinar, one lucky attendee will win a $100 Visa gift card, while another attendee will win a Virgin Voyages swag bag courtesy of our partners. You must be on this presentation from beginning to end, and we will be announcing the winner live after our Q&A session. Finally, please remember that this webinar is being recorded and will be available for your on-demand viewing at asta.org by early next week. Now, without further ado, I am happy to turn it over to John.
Well, ahoy and good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Diorio, Associate Vice President of North America Sales for Virgin Voyages. And on behalf of the entire Virgin Voyages family, we just wanted to welcome you and thank you for your loyalty and your passion and support for our brand since day one. And we really can't wait to get you on board and to experience Virgin Voyages. But in the interim, let's just dive into all the great things that are happening with Virgin. So, what is new with Virgin Voyages? So if you recall, about a year ago, almost a year ago to the day, we took delivery of our first brand new ship, Scarlet Lady. This is her currently in Genoa, Italy. She is scheduled now for her first sailing in early May of this year. And just down the road is Valiant Lady. Valiant Lady is the second of 4 ships that we are building. Valiant Lady, we're going to take delivery of her later this summer, and we're going to bring her over to Miami, and her first sailing is scheduled for early November of 2021. Ship 3, right next to Valiant Lady. She is being put together as we speak. We've got some great announcements coming on Ship 3 here soon, but what's important to note that even Ship 4 progress is happening. We started to cut the steel on Ship 4 a few months ago. And so despite everything going on in the world, we are still committed to bringing these 4 beautiful lady ships to you to get your sailors on board. And we're not only just building ships over the next 3 or 4 years, we are also building our brand new terminal, Terminal V at Port Miami. This will come later in 2021. This is an aerial view of Port Miami. You'll see in the upper left-hand corner that northwestern part of the port. This is where Virgin Voyages Terminal V will be. Last month, we had our official groundbreaking ceremony with our masked superhero and CEO, Tom McAlpin. And honestly, this is going to be one of the most beautiful terminals in the world for cruise passengers, and we cannot wait to welcome not only yourselves, but your sailors to Port Miami to see everything we're building here. We absolutely can't wait to take delivery of this. Later in 2021, she will be ready for us. Now, I want to touch on health and safety. It's always extremely important to talk about our Voyage Well program. We launched this last summer, and obviously this is an ongoing program. We're constantly working closely with the CDC and CLIA to best determine how, as an industry and specifically for our sailors and our crew, to return and sail safely. So we've launched a lot of different initiatives here, as you can see, where our ambition is to do testing. We will be practicing social distancing and limiting the capacity during our startup period. We've always had an experience of having this contactless environment where, as you see in the upper right-hand corner, this is the band you will be wearing as a sailor on board that gets you into your cabin, allows you to purchase things. This also just allows us to create a new way of having this kind of contactless experience, which is important in this Voyage Well program. We also have virtual queues and within the app and in the tablet in your cabin to be able to talk to our team so you're not actually getting in line with others. We are the first cruise line to install the Atmos Air ionization purification system on board a ship. This is going to disinfect the air and kill 99.9% of all viruses. We'll obviously do a lot of cleaning in addition to hand sanitizers, but what's important to note here is we say still no buffets. Our original experience that we crafted for our sailors was to not have any buffets or large dining halls. Everything is made fresh to order and delivered by our crew directly to you. And this also helps from a sustainability and waste standpoint as well. But this has all now become a very important part of our Voyage Well program. Now, you'll hear us talk a lot about setting sail the Virgin Way, and what does that really mean when we talk about our brand? We think of the glamour of a lifestyle boutique hotel on the ocean, blended with a little bit of that Virgin style and service. That is what it means to set sail the Virgin Way, and that's what we're kind of designing and developing for our experience. But we really think of it in a few different ways. The first is what we think of as adult by design. This is setting sail without any kids. It's an adult-only experience. I mean, we love children, but this is an experience designed for us. I'm going to talk a little bit later about who is booking us and who that sailor is for us, but this is really designed for adults, from bars in all the restaurants and outdoor workout areas, hammocks on all of the balconies. It is designed for us. It's the #1 reason people are booking us today, is because there are no children on board. We also think very much about the design of the ship, and this is a really important part of really that experience we are creating. We have a group of designers that we call our creative collective, and they really have helped us build these beautifully designed spaces where we really want the sea to always be front and center wherever you are on board the ship. And we get a lot of that inspiration from those super yachts. We've got mood lighting in the cabins. There's really this kind of cool lifestyle vibe to the design of our experience on board. We also think of relaxed luxe. And what does that really mean? For us, there are no forced formal dining here. There's no stuffiness. We really want our sailors to have a holiday that is comfortable for them. And we don't want to define luxury one way. We call this relaxed luxe. You can come dressed up, come dressed down. Like I said, no buffets, no big dining halls. We really want you to have a premium environment where we're treating everybody like a rock star. And then lastly, ordinary to extraordinary. And what we mean by that is setting sail with a Virgin twist. We didn't build a cruise. We created a voyage. And there are different parts of that, I think, that are very unique that set us apart. It's with longer stays in our port, one-of-a-kind shore things and experiences, our unique entertainment and dining. And this has really become important to us, of really becoming a differentiator as we are getting ready to set sail here. But one of the key points in all of that with this ordinary to extraordinary experience is all the things we are always including in your voyage fare. This is what we include. We consider all of this on us, and this is really important as you are talking to your customers about why they should set sail with Virgin Voyages. First and foremost, all of the food is included in your voyage fare. 20 plus eateries on board, no service charge to go to any of our restaurants, all of this amazing food available at no additional cost. All of your tips are included. We think Wi-Fi is a basic human right. We include unlimited Wi-Fi for everyone. It's not a promotional item on certain times of the month. Always unlimited Wi-Fi for our sailors. We've got great entertainment always included. Fitness and wellness is a really big part of the experience when you sail with Virgin Voyages. We include all of those group workout classes. And then last but not least, it's our basic bevies that are included. Your still and sparkling water, your non-pressed juices, sodas, teas, and drip coffee. And it's really good drip coffee. We have partnered with Intelligentsia. If you've ever had Intelligentsia coffee, it's absolutely amazing. And that is our partner on board. All of these inclusions, all of these on us is valued at $600 per person. That is already included in your voyage fare. We don't want any kind of hidden fees. We want very simple, transparent pricing. Now, this is the beautiful Scarlet lady as she was on her way to Miami last year. Like I said, all 4 ships are designed exactly the same. At max capacity, she holds 2,770 sailors, 1,150 crew, 1,408 cabins and suites. She's about 110,000 tonnage. She's a mid-sized ship in the scope of what's been being built over the past few years. And we like to tease and say she's about 155 Richard Bransons long. And this is important when you think about the size of the ship because of the itineraries and the different ports we are going to, and you'll see the importance of this. But as you can see, she is just beautiful in design, and we really can't wait for you to experience her and get your sailors on board. Scarlet Lady, our first lady ship, she will be based in Miami year-round. That is her home port, and we've got 3 different 5-night itineraries and 1 4-night itinerary. And I want to walk you through those really quickly. Our first is our 5-night Mayan Sol itinerary. This goes to Costa Maya, Mexico, and Bimini. We also have our Riviera Maya sailing. This is a 5-night that goes to Cozumel and to Bimini. And if you look at this itinerary detail, we actually stay in Cozumel until midnight, which is just perfect for your sailors to get off, go see the ruins at Tulum, actually enjoy some of the nightlife in Playa del Carmen, and not feel rushed to get back on the ship. We also have our 5-night Dominican days, which goes to Puerto Plata and to Bimini as well. And then last but not least, our 4-night itinerary that goes to Key West and Bimini. 4 different great itineraries for Scarlet Lady. These are year-round out of Port Miami, and Scarlet Lady is on sale for all sailings from May of this year through October of 2022. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to take delivery of Valiant Lady later this summer, and typically she would spend her summers in the Med, and I'll touch on those in a minute. But since we're taking delivery of her later this summer, we're going to bring Valiant Lady straight to Miami where she'll spend her winters. So she will be in Miami from November 2021 through April of 2022. Valiant Lady will have a 6-night and an 8-night itinerary. This is the 6-night going to Roatan, Costa Maya, Mexico, and Bimini. And then she'll do an 8-night itinerary that has, this is probably one of my favorite itineraries, stopping in Puerto Plata, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and St. Croix. After 3 amazing days in 3 amazing ports, then you're going to have 2 relaxing days at sea before we stop off in Bimini to kind of round out your holiday with us. And when Valiant Lady is done for her winter season, we will be sending her back to the Med, and we have this amazing 14-night transatlantic sailing from Miami back to Barcelona. As you can see with all of our Caribbean itineraries, I kept talking about Bimini. This is the beach club at Bimini. This is our private beach club exclusive to Virgin Voyages sailors when we are in port, and it is on all of our itineraries. If you're on our 4-night Key West itinerary, we actually stay until midnight. All of our other itineraries, we stay until 10 o'clock at night. And the best way of kind of describing the experience at the beach club in Bimini is, during the day, we've got a lot of, it's very chill. We've got some yoga sessions we can do on the beach. You can sunbathe by the pool. As the afternoon rolls in, the energy picks up a little bit at our pool. We always have a DJ there spinning some really cool hip tunes. And then as kind of sunset rolls in, we kind of get into this kind of cool, kind of acoustic vibe. We do these amazing bonfire celebrations as well on the beach, and truly an experience you do not want to miss when you sail with us. Now, I talked about the Mediterranean. Valiant lady, when she is on her way from Miami back over to the Med, her home port will be in Barcelona, Spain. And you can see some of the great ports we will be visiting on her 3 different itineraries that we have from Barcelona. The first is our French days and Ibiza nights. This has 2 amazing overnights, one in Monte Carlo and one in Ibiza. I think this is personally my favorite itinerary for Valiant in the Med. We have the Spanish Obsession itinerary with an overnight in Malaga and Ibiza as well. And then to round that out, we have the Irresistible Med that has an overnight in Ibiza. Valiant Lady is on sale as well through October of 2022. What's important to note on these itineraries, similar to Scarlet Lady out of Miami, is you can see when we get back into Miami and Barcelona, we get back into port at 6:30 in the morning, but you do not have to check out until 11 in the morning. So you can really, depending on your travel schedule, enjoy that last breakfast, grab that mimosa before kind of safely on your journey back home. Now let's talk cabins. This is our Sea Terrace cabin. We have 1,130 Sea Terrace cabins on board our lady ships. This is the vast, vast majority of all of our cabins. These are our, balcony cabins, outside cabins, however you want to call it. We call them Sea Terraces. And we have 1,130 of them. They range from 225 to 265 square feet. As you can see here, very modern design. We've got these glam tables to get ready, tablets, lots of outlets, not just here over in the glam table area, but also on either side of the bed as well. Beautiful designed bathrooms, very spacious, very modern design. And then this is what the Sea Terrace actually looks like. We've got these beautiful hammocks that are hand woven by our partnership with Yellow Leaf. These are all handmade by women in Thailand. It's a really great story behind this. They're all hand signed and truly a great story. And this is on all of our Sea Terrace balconies, including our suites. We also have Sea View category cabins. There are 95 of those on board the ship. They range from 130 to 190 square feet. Inside our cabins, there's 105 of them, ranging from 105 to 177 square feet. I also want to point out, we also have 46 cabins that are designed and priced for singles as well. 40 of them are insider cabins, 6 of them are Sea View cabins. And with all of these cabins, they're very, very intelligent, very clever design. We've got roomy rain showers in them all. As I mentioned, the hammocks are on all of the Sea Terraces and our suites. We've got great mood lighting throughout the cabins, depending on your mood. We've partnered with Red Flower and brought in these great products, all natural ingredients to kind of promote health and environmental consciousness. We obviously have large screen TVs as well, and you already saw the glam area. Really, really modern, beautifully designed cabins. But if you're looking for that suite life, we've got 78 beautiful suites on board the ship. 63 of them are called ROCKSTAR quarters. They range from 352 to 848 square feet, and 15 mega ROCKSTAR quarters. As you can see here, this is a picture of one of our ROCKSTAR quarters. We've got these beautiful bars in each of the suites, a lot of brass accents, as you can see here, a lot of marble. As you can see with the bar there, that marble, that's actually a drawer that comes out. We have all these amazing cocktail making equipment and glasses. And these are really, really beautifully designed by our partner, Tom Dixon, who helped design all of these suites for us. When you're in one of our ROCKSTAR quarters, you get a few additional perks. The first is access to Richard's rooftop. This is a dedicated space just for our suite guests. I'll show you an amazing picture of that space here in a second. You saw the bar in the suite. That will stock the bar. The first round of drinks is on us. We've got 4 different packages that your guests can choose from, your sailors can choose from. You also get early booking and priority access if you're in one of our ROCKSTAR quarters. And you'll have access to our ROCKSTAR agents while you sail for anything that you may need. And then we move into our mega ROCKSTAR quarters. We have a massive suite, a fab suite, posh suite, and a gorgeous suite. There are 15 of them on the ship, all on deck 15, which makes it very, very easy to remember. These have a lot of additional perks as well. This is our massive suite. We have 2 of these on board the ship, 2,147 square feet. These mega ROCKSTAR quarters really have large marble bathrooms. They have peekaboo showers. We talked about the hammocks, beautifully, beautifully designed. And if you are curious, those are real guitars if you're in one of our massive suites. Some additional perks, if you are in our mega ROCKSTAR quarters, we upgrade your Wi-Fi to premium. Your bar inside your suite is bottomless. We'll keep restocking it for you. Even when you are sailing and out and about on the ship or at our beach club, the drinks are on us if you're in one of our mega ROCKSTAR quarters. Daily spa access, private transfers, and you'll have actually a dedicated person to take care of all your needs. This is a great picture of Richard's rooftop. Again, it's that dedicated private space just for our suite guests. This is a great place to come kind of pre-dinner cocktail party, or even after dinner party. This is really that exclusive spot for any of your suite guests. Now, honestly, my favorite topic when I think about everything we're doing here at Virgin Voyages is the food. We are bringing our sailors this made-to-order, sustainably sourced food from 20 different eateries on board the ship. And as I mentioned, it's all included. It's all on us. We don't have buffets. We don't have big, large dining halls. These are really beautifully designed, intimate restaurants and eateries on board the space, all made fresh to order. This is the first I want to showcase. This is the Wake. This is our steak and seafood restaurant. This is very kind of a very cool, very sophisticated type of steak and seafood restaurant. Think of prime cuts, seafood dishes. We'll make cocktails right there next to your table. Really for that really sophisticated kind of nice dining experience that you want to have. Really, really special. Razzle Dazzle. This is our vegan and vegetarian forward restaurant. This has a lot of classic comfort foods on the menu, obviously with a lot of vegetarian influence, but we also have another part of the menu that actually where you can indulge in a variety of meats and sweets and different treats like that. A very lively, fun, energetic restaurant as well. Test Kitchen. Test Kitchen is this laboratory-like eatery that's part cooking school and part restaurant. It's very educational, very experiential, and outside of the classes during the day, at night the menus are not a menu you're typically going to see anywhere else. It'll show 5 or 6 ingredients, and then this is really, it's up to our chef to bring you these amazing dishes. This is for those that they want to be surprised. They want to have their taste buds pushed to boundaries they've never gone before. So really an amazing place to come eat. Jumbe is the very first Korean barbecue restaurant at sea. This is for our sailors that want to get their hands into meat grilling and soju drinking. This is a very, very social dining experience. You're cooking all the food right there in the middle of the table and our flameless grills. Truly a unique experience when you sail with us. Pink Agave, This is our immersive Mexican cuisine experience. Also designed by our partner and friend, Tom Dixon. Think of Mexico City street food. This isn't tacos and burritos. This is upscale Mexican cuisine, very personal, very intimate. And we also have the ability to pair all of these amazing dishes with one of the largest selections of tequila and mezcal, as you can see the backdrop here. And these are all real pictures of the ship itself. Extra Virgin, this is our Italian restaurant. Think of fresh handmade pasta, fresh antipasti to start off with, a lot of dishes kind of that have pasta as the center of an entire menu. Obviously, this is a great place for those that really have that taste for good Italian food. And of course, my favorite named restaurant or space on board the ship is Lick Me Till Ice Cream. You say it fast, it's fun. This kind of just goes to playing on that Virgin cheekiness. This goes back to that traditional hometown ice cream shop. And we've got a variety of amazing homemade flavors here. In every day, one of our sailors will be selecting the name of our daily flavor, and we kind of announced that in our DJ booth not too far from the ice cream shop. So this is probably one of our favorite spots on board the ship. But it's all not just about the food. We also have some amazing places to get some amazing drinks. This is the Draft House. This is where you'll have a variety of beers on tap and great bottled beer. We have LUXE Cannon. This is inspired by those amazing seaside bars in Brighton in the UK. We kind of kick off the festivities here with a opening gun salute. We've got, obviously, we got a lot of nautical theme here, live music all the time, trivia games, really a fun place to come. And then for those that are looking for that kind of craft cocktail, maybe before dinner, after dinner, this bar focuses on those great spirits that you can pour over ice. And we challenge you to bring an idea to our mixologists, and they'll come up with something really extra special for you. And then last but not least, on the drinking side of things, this is our Sip Champagne Lounge, really designed to kind of satisfy all those champagne and caviar needs that you might have. We do an afternoon tea service here as well. And this is really an amazing place. Because you can see, we really wanted to bring the sea to you. And we always have great visuals of the ocean as well. This is a great place to come get that mimosa in the morning, after dinner, champagne, really an amazing spot. Skipped right over that. Bar tab. So you're asking me, John, this is great. The food looks great. The bars look great. Is there a drink package? What are the costs for drinks on board? So we did a lot of research with our sailors to understand what was really important to them in terms of what they wanted included in their voyage fare. And they told us they wanted high quality, high value. And what they didn't want was a drink package. They didn't want an all-inclusive drink package or anything like that. So we created all of our drinks in an a la carte fashion. We buy them a la carte, but they're priced very, very reasonable. A Heineken will cost you $6. We've got wines by the glass under $10. That doesn't mean that you can't buy that $40 glass of champagne or tequila. We've got a wide range, all top shelf liquor, and some amazing, amazing wines to choose from as well. The great thing about all of our pricing, it is very reasonable, and all the gratuities are included. So when I say it's a $6 Heineken, you're only paying $6. Tips, gratuities are all taken care of and included already. Bar tab was something we rolled out last year. And what we did with bar tab is it allows your sailors to buy bar tab for $300. Virgin Voyages kicks in an extra $50. They now have $350 to spend on board for a variety of drinks. It could be that great glass of champagne. It could be that cappuccino in the morning, nice fresh pressed juice after a yoga workout. You can use bar tab for anything that has a cost from a beverage standpoint. You can buy this on the sailor level. You don't have to buy this for everybody in the cabin. You can buy drinks for other people using bar tab as well. And it's really designed to give your sailor a lot of flexibility in doing when they want to buy drinks on board the ship. So this has been extremely, extremely popular when we launched this in January of 2020. I talked about earlier how much wellness is a big part of the experience when you sail with Virgin Voyages. We have lots of different pictures to show you, a lot more on our portal, firstmates.com. I'm highlighting the B complex today. This actually has two sides to it. This is our balance and build side of it, an amazing yoga room. We've got state-of-the-art workout equipment as well. I mean, who wouldn't want to work out and see the ocean like that every single day? On the other side, we have our burn and our bike section. This is where you want to bust out some of that cardio, burn a lot of that calories, maybe burn off those calories from the extra virgin restaurant from the night before. We've got a great equipment here with our partners at Techno Gym. And of course, we've got our spin room as well. And for those that really want to have a unique running and walking experience, this is the runway. This is our signature Virgin Red outdoor running track at the very top of the ship. This probably has some of the best views you'll find on board the ship, but this is for those that want to take a nice walk, they want to take a nice run without having to go in and out of other sailors and deck chairs. Dedicated space to get a little walking and running in while you sail with us. One of the most important questions I get asked all the time is there a casino? And the answer is yes. Our casino has that kind of retro cool, kind of 60s Las Vegas vibe to it. We've got about 115 slot machines, about 12 to 15 tables. We've got craps, we got roulette, blackjack. Our casino is non-smoking, but off to the side of the casino, we have a dedicated area, an enclosed area that is a smoking area that has about 12 or 15 slot machines in it as well. The Manor is our two-story, two-bar nightclub. And it's ironically named after Richard Branson's first recording studio as well. And, you know, if you think of the Manor, a lot of our inspiration comes from that kind of sexy 70s punk vibe. And during the early part of the evenings, we have some groundbreaking shows here, and then it converts into this amazing nightclub that will rival anything you'll see anywhere else in the world. Truly an amazing space. But we didn't stop there when it comes to entertainment and spaces. We created the Red Room. This is our larger than life entertainment space. And it's the very first ever transformational multi-form theater on a ship. Because we can turn our theater into different kind of venues and setups, we can have very different types of unique entertainment on board as well. This is another angle at how we can design our Red Room so that you have almost this runway style to do a show. This is dual reality, probably one of the most beautiful shows that you will see on board our ship. It's basically a fast-paced retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Very, very beautiful show. Now, I talked to you about the sailors. Who is the right customer for Virgin Voyages? We get asked this all the time. And obviously, when we think about our sailors and we talk about the profile, you know, we do really believe age is just a number. You know, those that are just young at heart, they have that zest for life, they're going to have a great experience depending on what they want to do and when they sail with us. But you do have to be 18 years or older to sail with us. Our sweet spot, though, right now is about 35 to 65. It's that upper end of the millennials to mid-60s. The average age of our sailor is 48 years old. And this is the vast majority of all the sailors that have booked with us thus far. Many have tried cruising before. They're looking at what we have built and they're saying, I love cruising, but I want to try Virgin Voyages. The number one reason they're booking us, there are no kids on board. That adult-only experience is what people are looking for, and that is why people are booking with us today. 59% are female, 61% are married, 59% have children at home. And this is meant to give you an idea as you think about your customers, your database. Who do you think would find this to be an amazing experience? Last summer, we took a step back and said, what else can we do to invest in travel advisors in our First Mate community? And we developed Brilliant to do business with. This is our continued investment in our First Mates and travel advisors around the world. We kicked this off in July by changing our commission structure. And we now pay 16% commission on voyage fare. We pay 10% on all pre-voyage sales, and we still have no NCFs that dilute your earning potential with us. I want to point out with the 10% on all pre-voyage sales, this is anything your sailor buys before they step foot on our ship. They could be laying in bed 2 weeks out, they're looking at the app, they're ready to get going, and they're looking at things to do in Bimini or Puerto Plata, and they want to buy a shore excursion. You still get paid 10% commission on that. So this is really, really important as you think about how we want to be brilliant to do business with. If you are partnered with us already and you are with us on firstmates.com, I highly encourage you to join our private Facebook group called First Mates Society. This is a private group just for our First Mates. We have a lot of exclusive content here, including the widely popular Monday Sip, starring myself and my colleague Shane Riley and our host Sabrina Newman. We do this every other Monday. Really, this is a chance to ask us a lot of questions. We give you a lot of insight of things that are coming. You get a first look. Sometimes we spill the tea a bit as well and tell you things we probably shouldn't be telling you just yet, but we want you to hear it first, and joining our First Mates Society is definitely the place to go to get that insight. Over the summer, we polled all of our First Mates and we said, what do you want? What's going to help you improve your learning of how to sell Virgin Voyages? We've got a great staff and sales managers, but what else can we give you? And everyone, 96% of them said, we want an online learning system to go at our own pace. This past December, we launched Seacademy, and it's just blown up for us. The amount of interest we have had from our First Mates signing up for Seacademy to take the first tier, our Violet tier, as you can see here. You go through 5 different modules. They take about 15 minutes each. At the end of the Violet tier, we will get you a downloadable certificate, an email signature stamp, and this just kind of measures your level of naughtiness with us in terms of your mastery of Virgin Voyages. We're going to roll out the Scarlet tier later in March, and then Silver and Gold will follow soon thereafter. And we got some great perks for you as well along the way. Well, it's February, it's Q1, that means we're in wave season. We had an amazing wave offer starting on January 4th. It expired on February 9th, but we've had such great response from it. Yesterday, we decided to extend our wave offer, 10% off all sailings right now, up to $400 in onboard credit based on the cabin category. And then that bar tab I told you about where you spend $300 and we give you $50. Right now, if you buy bar tab, we're going to kick in an extra $100. That is on all sailings right now. Even if you've booked before and you want to buy bar tab right now, you can and get this great offer. This is going to expire on March 31st. So get the word out to your customers. This is a great way. We've got some great assets as well that you can use to promote this on firstmates.com. Speaking of firstmates.com, if you are working with us and you are already a First Mate, we thank you. If you have not yet set up your agency, or you're an advisor and you haven't yet signed up under your agency or host, this is where you're going to do that. You're going to go to firstmates.com to start that sign up process. For everybody that's on here, in the upper right-hand corner where it says drop us the line, this is where you're going to find our sales managers. We have divided up our territories based on where you live. So you're going to work with a local Virgin Voyages sales manager based on where you live, not where your agency or your host is. And so we really encourage you, if you haven't heard from them already, to reach out and get to know our sales managers. There's SJ and Andrea out in the UK. We've got Danielle and Rosalind and Christy, Julia, Lauren, Joelle, and Lindsay here in North America, ready to help take you on that learning experience with Virgin Voyages. And last but not least, I just want to say cheers and thank you. We are so honored to be a Platinum Proud partner this year. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. This is my email address. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think, how we're doing. But on behalf of Richard and Tom McAlpin and their entire Virgin Voyages family, we just want to thank you again for your passion for our brand. And we look forward to sailing with you very, very soon. Cara.
All right.
Thank
you, John, on behalf of all of our advisors for the great presentation. We've got a lot of accolades coming in for you through the chat pane. So with that said, we also have a lot of questions coming through. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We have a few advisors here, and they are wondering if a pre-purchased bar package is commissionable. But second part to that question, how many drinks come in that bar package?
Well, that's a really great question. So bar tab is commissionable. When your customer pays that $300 for bar tab, that is a pre-voyage sale. We commission you at 10%, and then we kick in either an extra $50 or $100 depending on the promotion time. The great thing about bar tab is you can blow through bar tab in maybe 3 drinks if you buy 3 bottles of champagne perhaps, or you can get through bar tab depending on the cost of that drink if you're buying a bunch of $6 Heinekens. It's really up to you. We're not restricting you on the cost of the drink, the type of drink. It's just about the value. And since everything is priced very, very reasonable, you're going to get a lot of value depending on what you like. Some days you might want that $40 glass of champagne. The next day you might want that $6 Heineken. It's really up to you what you want to spend it on when you sail with us.
All right, perfect. Thank you, John. Another question we have coming in that looks quite popular is Virgin Voyages associated with any airlines?
Well, you know, we are Virgin Voyages, and you know, we work very closely with all of our Virgin brands. We don't have an air component just yet when you book with Virgin Voyages. It is something that we have been exploring to be able to add air to the journey when you book with us for your sailors, but that's something we're hoping to launch maybe later this year or early next year. It's something we definitely know we want to offer you that you can offer to your clients, but right now we do not offer that.
All right, perfect. Back to the bar tab for just one moment. We have some advisors who are wondering how exactly you can check the balance on your bar tab.
Bar tab, you'll be able to check that with your app.
Perfect, thank you. Now moving on to the rooms. We have a lot of people writing in, commenting on how absolutely beautiful the ships are. But we have some advisors wondering what the storage space is like in the staterooms and how many people you can fit in a suite.
Yeah, so we have a great breakdown, and I'll send it as a follow-up, or you can email me, and we have it on firstmates.com as well. It's a complete guide to all the capacity to the suites and the cabins and how many we actually do have. Some of those sea terraces can hold up to 4. They're limited. But when you walk in the cabin, we have an entire wardrobe area on the left or right, depending on which way you come in, that has ample space for your luggage. We've got drawers, we've got a safe in there, hangers. So there's definitely plenty of room to store your luggage when you come into your cabin or suite.
Perfect, thank you. In addition to that, it looks like we are wondering if sailors have the opportunity to choose their stateroom location.
Yep, that's a great question. So we think of when you book online with us or you're calling our team and our sailor services crew, you know, we think of booking a cabin very much like when you book a hotel. You don't know what room you're going to get. So we automatically assign the best cabin based on the category you choose. But you can also call us and we can help find a cabin that, you know, I want to be a little closer here, or I want to get close to my friends who are traveling with me. We can do all that for you through our sailor services team. But we do automatically assign a cabin when you do make a booking, but you can easily modify that through our team based on what the particular needs are. But we do assign the best possible cabin based on the category you're booking.
Perfect, thank you. For reservations for dining, with social distancing, do you expect it to be very hard to get reservations?
That's a great question. So if you think about our 6 main restaurants that I showcased today, our restaurants were designed to be very intimate. They're not large dining spaces of 600-700 people. They're, in that 200 to 220 range. Now, obviously, with social distancing, we are going to practice that as well within the restaurants itself. When we think of reservations, we are going to have through the app the ability to make a reservation very much like an open table type of an environment, but we're not using that to fill the entire restaurant. We want the dining experience to be very much like it is on land. You can make a reservation or you can walk up anytime you want. We don't care when you eat. Now, if we don't have a table available at that moment, because we have bars in our main restaurants, sit at the bar. Grab a drink. We'll tell you when it's time and your table is ready. Eat at the bar as well. We really don't care.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Back to the cabins. We have a few advisors wondering if the cabins are scented or have any smell to them, as well as the common areas on the ship, if they are scented. And we're wondering if the sea terrace balconies have 1 chair and 1 hammock.
So the sea terrace balconies have 2 chairs and 1 hammock. That picture I showed you from the angle really only showed 1 of the chairs, but there are 2 chairs, a small little table, and our beautiful hammocks. In terms of a scent, we do have a Virgin Voyages scent that is, on board the ship, and yeah, I don't think it's in the cabins, but it is in the common spaces.
All right, thank you. Is there a single supplement charge for single cabins?
No, not for the single cabins. Those 46 cabins that we have designed and priced for singles are designed and priced for solo travelers. Now, if a single person wants to take our sea terrace cabin, because we priced it at the cabin level, you are paying for the cabin as if there were 2 people in it. But we do have those cabins that are designed and priced just for singles.
Thank you. We have one more question regarding the sea terrace. Do we have any conjoining suites, and does the divider open for groups sailing together on the terrace? So the divider.
Yeah, so that's a great question. We've been asked that once before, and honestly, I'm trying to think of what the answer is to the dividers between the terraces, and I think there are some rules and restrictions to it. I'm not 100% sure. Whoever asked that question, email me, because it'll remind me to get the answer again so I can remember it. I do know we have some suites that do have the ability, not a lot, depending on towards the back of the ship, that kind of, I think it's our cheeky corner suites that allow you to be very close to a sea terrace. But ping me on my email and I'll find out for sure on both of those for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, John. I'll also make sure that I send over that contact information.
Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Another question here about the cabins. Are they handicap accessible?
They are. We do have a variety of cabins and suites that are ADA compatible or compliant, sorry.
Perfect, thank you. We have an advisor here asking if pre-booked cabanas are commissionable for the Bimini Beach Club.
They are, 10%.
All right, that is exciting.
As long as they're booked before the sailor gets on board.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Good clarification, thank you. Is there a movie theater on board, John?
There is not a movie theater on board.
All right. In terms of travel insurance, do you offer it?
We do have a voyage protection program. It's based on a percentage of the cost of the voyage fare, and it is commissionable as well at 10%.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Just weeding out all of your amazing accolades here, John.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We have, what time can boarding start with a 7 p.m. sailing time on the first day?
So we haven't really talked about the boarding experience just yet. We will probably start our boarding. Again, the idea we originally had, obviously is all subject to change depending on how we best handle the health and safety protocols, with the CDC and such. The idea is boarding would start around 2 o'clock and end around 5 o'clock. That's what we originally had planned. We were going to stagger it as well based on when you were ready to sail through the app. But a lot of that is really still open to change until we really know what that experience is going to be as we layer in all of the health and safety protocols before boarding.
Thank you, John. I think that we all completely understand that
Yeah.
things are going to have to be a little flexible right now. So we will definitely wait for updates on that.
Yes. And if you're part of the First Mates Society, you're going to find out that information first right there. So it's definitely worth joining.
Oh, John, actually, now that you say that, can we go ahead and skip back to that slide real quick, just so that everyone can see the name of the Facebook group one more time for us while we go ahead and finish up our questions and our giveaways.
Yep, just type First Mates Society.
Perfect. Last few questions here are really regarding the good of our travel advisors. So, do you have any fam trips in the work right now?
That's a great question, and I appreciate it being the last question. No, so if you look at we're going to look at fam trips for sure when the time is right, depending on what it means for social distancing and capacity control and such. This slide, if you look at our Seacademy learning journey here, when we launch the silver campaign or the silver tier here, probably in about 6 months, maybe less, when you complete the silver tier, we're going to have exclusive first mate rates as well that you can just come on at your leisure and experience everything that we have. But we'll probably look at FAMs as well, based on your sales manager, based on the territory. It really depends on, as we get ready to sail and what capacity looks like. We know the importance of getting the advisors on board the ship to experience everything we're talking about, to be able to go back and sell her to their clients. So we're going to do as best we can to get as many of you on board so that you can just turn around and be able to sell it very, very simply.
Perfect. Thank you, John. We have another large group of advisors writing in, and they are wondering where they can get amazing promotional materials to share with their clients.
Yep. If you go to firstmates.com, on this slide, under tools and guides, there's a drop down that says marketing materials. It'll open up another tab for you, and we have a variety of, basically all the images you saw today are available there for you to download and post on social media. We've got a variety of flyers that are all customizable. Add your own name, phone number, email, pricing, whatever you want to do. We've got those for itineraries. We got those for the different experiences on board the ship. There are a lot of different tools there for you to use. If something you don't see, let me know, and we'll see if we can put it together. We also have all of the wave promotions that we just launched yesterday morning are also there under the offers tab, and you'll see it says Wave 2021. And we've got some great social media packs to use there, as well as some great images with all the promotions.
And before we go ahead and jump into our 2 giveaways, regarding this information, we have an advisor saying that the online training said that you could watch movies in the groupie, and she is wondering what the groupie is.
Yeah, so that's a great question. The groupie is our karaoke lounge. I mean, I literally could spend 3 hours showing you all the different spaces on board the ship here, but music is a big part of the DNA of all Virgin companies, and even more so with Virgin Voyages. We have obviously the amazing Manor nightclub. The groupie is our karaoke lounge that you can, with your fellow sailors, rent and have an amazing time and just get into that, traditional karaoke. And it's done in a private setting of just amongst those that you invite. But that is technically the karaoke, the groupie.
All right. Thank you so
So I guess
much,
you could watch
John.
a movie in there technically. Now I think about it, that makes sense. It's not a traditional movie theater, but I guess if you wanted to rent it and throw in, a great rom-com or something like that, why not?
That sounds like a fun experience. We should definitely make that one of the experiences on our fam trip. But if I could trouble you, John, for a drum roll, because it is time to give away some prizes. All right. So our first lucky winner of our Virgin Voyages swag is going to be Miss Terry Cassidy or Mr. Terry Cassidy. So Terry Cassidy, you are our first prize winner today. I will be contacting you and setting you up with our amazing reps at Virgin Voyages. And
congratulations.
One more drum roll, please. We have a $100 gift card going to Miss Amber Heath. So Amber Heath, congratulations. You are our grand prize winner for today, and I will also be reaching out and connecting with you separately. As I had mentioned, everyone, this webinar was being recorded, so if you would like to listen to the presentation again, or if you know any advisors who it would be beneficial to, please send them to asta.org, as this will be available for your on-demand viewing in our video resource library. Thank you so much to our proud partners, Virgin Voyages, and to all of our amazing advisors who took time to join today's webinar. This will conclude our presentation, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful remainder of their day. Please note that there is a quick pop-up survey to complete at the end of this broadcast, and we do ask that you take a few seconds to do so. But before I go ahead and pop up that survey, I am going to let John close us out.
Yeah, thank you, Cara. Again, just, I encourage you to reach out to our sales managers. We want to build a relationship with you. If you have any other questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me as well. Thank you for all of your support, and I look forward to seeing all of you at all of these amazing ASTA events coming up this year.
Thank you so much, John. Bye, everyone.
Cheers.